Hey everyone, thinking about your next career move, maybe somewhere that really feels like a community. Well, stick with us because today we're diving deep into Macquarie University in Sydney, Australia. And to help us out, we've got some fantastic information from our friends over at academicjobs.com. Now, what really stood out to me was Macquarie's focus on innovation and, actually making a difference in the world. But to help us break it all down, we've got our expert here. They're amazing at, seeing the big picture and telling us what it all really means.
Well, you hit the nail on the head when you mentioned Macquarie's commitment to innovation. It's not just something they talk about, it's really baked into how they do things.
Yeah, I was looking at the academicjobs.com listing, and they mentioned Macquarie's right there in Sydney. I
Mm.
mean, who wouldn't want to work in a city like that?
Yeah.
But it seems like they really encourage their people to think outside the box, right?
Mm.
To really push the limits.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's huge for anyone considering a career there. Imagine working on cutting edge projects with some of the best in the field, knowing your work has the potential to make a real impact. That's the Macquarie experience.
I love that they talk about providing a platform for impact. It's not just, publishing research. It's about using your skills to make a difference. And
Mm.
they talk a lot about an inclusive and supportive community.
Hmm.
It sounds great, but what does that actually look like day to day?
Well, it's more than just words. They actually have a dedicated team focused on equity, diversity, and inclusion, making sure everyone on campus feels welcome and supported. They even have a reconciliation action plan focused on building strong relationships with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. It's clear they're serious about diversity and creating a sense of belonging.
Okay, so they're actually putting in the work. That's great to see. But let's get practical. How does someone actually land their dream job in Macquarie?
Well, the good news is academicjobs.com makes it really clear. It's all laid out step by step. You just head to the Macquarie Careers page, browse the open positions, and when you find one that fits your skills and passions, you send in your application.
Sounds simple enough. But I'm guessing there's a bit of an art to standing out, especially for a university job. What are those hiring committees really looking for?
It's more than just a list of qualifications or publications. They want to see passion, a real interest in what Macquarie is all about, and how your experience can help them reach their goals.
Makes sense. Showing how you fit into their community and how you can contribute. And speaking of inspiring people, Macquarie's got some pretty impressive alumni. You've got Catherine Livingstone, a powerhouse in business,
Mhm.
Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn, a Nobel laureate, and Timothy Flannery, a leading voice on climate change. That's a pretty amazing legacy.
It really is, and it shows you the kind of impact a career at Macquarie can have. You're not just building a career, you're becoming part of a network that fosters excellence and contributes to positive change.
That's pretty powerful. It's like your career takes on a whole new meaning when you're surrounded by that level of achievement. Now, I'm curious about the campus vibe. The Q&A section on academicjobs.com talks about interdisciplinary collaboration research with real-world impact, tons of professional development, and a vibrant multicultural atmosphere. What else did you find out?
Oh, they really seem to take care of their staff. They offer great benefits like comprehensive health coverage and generous retirement plans. They also prioritize work-life balance with flexible work arrangements and even on-site childcare.
Wait, on-site childcare. That's incredible. I'm starting to see why Macquarie is such a sought-after employer.
And don't forget about Sydney itself. It's a huge draw. Imagine living in a city with iconic landmarks like the Opera House, beautiful beaches, a thriving arts and culture scene, and incredible food from all over the world.
Okay, now I'm getting tempted to apply myself, but before I do, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in part 2 to go even deeper into Macquarie University and explore even more reasons why it could be the perfect place to launch your dream university career. Stay tuned. And we're back, folks, for more of our deep dive into Macquarie University. We've already uncovered so much about what makes this university a fantastic place to work, but I have a feeling we're just getting started.
One thing that really struck me is their commitment to sustainability. It's not just a buzzword, it's really woven into the fabric of the university.
I'm all ears. Tell me more.
Well, for example, they've invested heavily in renewable energy sources for the campus, and they have this comprehensive waste reduction program. They even have a dedicated sustainability team that's constantly working to promote sustainable practices in every corner of university life. This resonates so deeply with both employees and students who are passionate about the environment.
It's so great to see a university actually walking the walk when it comes to sustainability. It shows they're thinking about the future, the well-being of the planet, in their community.
Absolutely, and that same forward-thinking approach extends to their research as well. Macquarie is doing groundbreaking work in areas like climate change conservation and sustainable development. They're actively seeking solutions to the world's most pressing challenges.
Now that's inspiring, but let's shift gears for a moment and talk about the practical side of things. Finding the right job at a university can be a bit daunting. So many departments, research areas, different positions. How do you even begin to navigate all of that?
I know what you mean. It can feel overwhelming. But that's where our friends at academicjobs.com come in. They've done a fantastic job of organizing all those opportunities, making it easy to search by field location, even career level.
So it's like having a roadmap for your university career search.
Exactly. Spend some time on their website, explore different departments, research areas, and don't hesitate to connect with people working in fields that interest you.
Networking is always key. Now, I'm curious about opportunities for someone who's maybe just starting out in academia. Does Macquarie offer entry-level positions, or is it mostly for experienced professors?
Well, Macquarie is really invested in nurturing the next generation of academics. They offer a range of fellowships, postdoctoral positions, and even programs specifically designed to help new faculty get established.
That's fantastic to hear. It means they're not just focused on attracting big names, they're also committed to supporting early career researchers.
Exactly. They have a really strong mentoring program that pairs new faculty with experienced mentors to guide them through those early stages. And there are plenty of professional development opportunities to help faculty members improve their teaching, research, and leadership skills.
It sounds like Macquarie is the kind of place where you can really grow and flourish no matter where you are in your career.
And we can't forget about the location. Sydney is not just a beautiful city, it's a global hub for research innovation and education.
Okay, let's talk about Sydney. I know we touched on it earlier, but I have to admit I'm a bit fascinated by the idea of living and working in such a vibrant city.
Well, just imagine this. You've had a stimulating day on campus. Maybe you stroll down to the Sydney Opera House for a performance, grab dinner at a waterfront restaurant overlooking the harbor, or explore the city's diverse neighborhoods, each with its own unique character.
That sounds pretty amazing. A perfect blend of professional fulfillment and an enriching lifestyle.
And did I mention the beaches? Sydney is famous for its stunning coastline with beautiful sandy beaches, perfect for swimming, surfing, or just relaxing by the ocean.
Okay, now I'm really starting to see the appeal. Combining that kind of lifestyle with a rewarding career at a world-class university like Macquarie sounds pretty hard to beat.
You got it. It's a chance to pursue your passions, contribute to meaningful work, and enjoy an exceptional quality of life.
So for those listening who are thinking, okay, I'm ready to explore opportunities at Macquarie, what's the best way to get started?
Easy. Head straight to academicjobs.com. They have all the latest job postings for Macquarie and other amazing universities around the world. Create a profile, set up some job alerts, and get ready to discover your next career move.
Academicjobs.com has really become the go-to resource for anyone exploring university careers. We've covered a lot of ground today, but I think there's still more to uncover. We'll be back in part 3 to really pinpoint what sets Macquarie apart from the rest and answer that big question. Why Macquarie? Don't go anywhere.
No.
All right, we're back and ready to wrap up our deep dive into Macquarie University. We've talked about their innovative research commitment to sustainability and diversity and that enviable Sydney lifestyle. But what really makes Macquarie stand out? What makes it such a fantastic place to work?
One thing that really impressed me was their focus on interdisciplinary collaboration. They've really broken down those traditional academic barriers and built a culture where people from different fields can work together.
So it's not just professors working in their own little silos.
Not at all. They actually encourage cross-disciplinary partnerships. Just imagine a neuroscientist working with a musician to study how music affects the brain, or an engineer collaborating with a sociologist to design more sustainable cities. Macquarie has created an environment where these kinds of collaborations can thrive.
I bet that leads to some really exciting discoveries.
It definitely does. And for someone working there, it means you're constantly exposed to new perspectives and ways of thinking.
So it's a very stimulating place to be. I'm also hearing a lot about Macquarie's commitment to making sure their research has a real-world impact.
Oh, absolutely. That's a core part of their mission. They've built strong partnerships with industry, government, and community organizations to ensure that their research is translated into practical solutions.
So it's not just about publishing research papers that end up gathering dust on a shelf.
No way. They're actively working to solve real-world problems, whether it's developing new technologies, informing public policy, or directly improving people's lives.
That's what I like to hear, a university that's making a real difference. It sounds like they provide the support and resources to help their faculty achieve those goals.
They do. They have innovation hubs, startup incubators, and a really impressive social enterprise program. It's clear they're serious about making a positive impact.
Okay, I'm sold. Macquarie sounds like an incredible place to work. If I were starting my university career or even just looking for a change, it would be at the top of my list.
I think you'd be in good company. They've attracted some of the brightest minds from around the world and built a culture where everyone can thrive.
So for anyone listening who's thinking about taking the plunge and exploring opportunities at Macquarie, what should they do?
Head over to academicjobs.com. It's the best place to find amazing university career opportunities, including those at Macquarie. Create a profile, set up some job alerts, and get ready to discover your dream career.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Academicjobs.com is your one-stop shop for launching your university career. And a huge thank you to our expert for sharing such insightful information about Macquarie University. This has been a truly inspiring deep dive.
My pleasure.
Until next time, keep those academic dreams alive. And remember, academicjobs.com is your trusted guide to finding the perfect fit in higher education.